Hello, rail friends. Thanks for being with Casey and I tonight on Rail Moments. It's been a fast and crazy day at work, and with everything going on, been trying to keep up with where what we hope will be our feature catch tonight has been. I just saw a note comes through a little bit ago. It looks like maybe 4822 went back through Chattanooga. Like I said, it's been hurry and scurry. We've had storms all day at my other work. And so we got down here and we went ahead and set up in our normal spot down there. And it says we shouldn't have any rain for 2 hours, according to WeatherBug, but somebody forgot to tell Mother Nature. So after we got everything down there, we moved everything up here. And we've had intermittent rain kind of on and off. So we're going to lose the activity or the action of the signal changes tonight. But hopefully we'll make up for it with a different view and a lot going on tonight. The local is working down at the other end for those of you familiar with this area. So you're going to hear them talking. Back to the train that we just had on the NS track. Headed towards Atlanta, probably down to the Whitaker Intermodal Yard. And we had a pair of UP locomotives up front, 2767, 2567, and a pair of ES44 ACHs. So, two of a kind, plus another two of a kind, whatever that is when you play poker, we might win something. So, got him on a slow roll, so a great night to start off with. Like I said, we're going to deal with the rain, but we moved here. underneath the canopy, so we should be all right. And if it torrentially rains like you saw in the Wabash um, video that Jesse and I shot here at 2 o'clock in the morning, where it was connected up with the other Heritage locomotive, it was just pouring rain, but we were just fine up here, so we should be good for Trackside Tuesday tonight. For those of you just jumping on, I think Casey's going to be on, so chat with him. Tony, Cody, everybody. I haven't had a chance to check the monitor yet for who all's on, but hey, we're glad all of you are with us. How much fun was this weekend? But tonight, and when I first got here, they were talking to the local 808, as you know, works down at the other end. They told the CSX dispatch, Jacksonville, said that he was going to have to stay off the main for a while because they were going to be busy. He had a total of 3 trains coming, 2 from one direction, 1 from the other, so he was going to have to stay off the main for a while. So, hopefully, one of those 3 is going to be CSXT 1875, honoring the heritage of the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Railroad. If any of you that are on with us tonight are south of us, keep us updated. I think the last I heard was from Jesse that he was in Kennesaw. There's a chance he may have to work the yard or do some switches in Cartersville. Don't know any of that for sure. So if any of you have any information like we did the last time we chased Georgia Railroad, everybody had something to add. And the other night with 4822 moving the way to the world, we had spotters from Johnson City all the way down keeping up with everything. So that 3-train meetup turned out to be fantastic. Another 10 minutes, it would have been a darker shot. But we're glad you're here with us. As you know, the rule is if the scanner starts talking, I stop so you all can hear the action at the same time I find out. We are here in Dalton at the freight depot underneath the cover. And if you all didn't notice, because I'm excited, and I know Casey is, so you don't have to fix all my tremors and earthquakes and everything else he calls them, which we can't use here. We have a new, awesome, unbelievable tripod with a fluid head. So it's smooth action tonight. Am I excited? I cannot believe the difference. Oh my goodness. No jerks, no shakes, no this, no that. It's like sitting on the pillow running this thing. So that's going to be fun to play with tonight. I know there's a couple things and I got to learn on it, what have you. And this thing, if I put it all the way up, it's like up here. I got to stand on the bench to see it when we put it all the way up. So we're going to be a little higher than normal tonight since we're up on the, I give you a little, for those of you new, here's the porch that we're on in downtown Dalton. And this is just part of it. There's 2 railroad depots here in Dalton, and we're at the freight depot, which is also the visitor center for Dalton. So as you can see, where we're here in the carpet capital of the world, we've got the world's greatest seat as far as accommodations. We've got chairs, tables. When the visitor center is open, you can go in, just all kinds of things. And where we are, right there is the diamond. So I know some of you are new that are on tonight. Right there is the diamond, and that's the point where CSX, which is on the far side,
South CSX 1875 northbound, now 583 up, and 582 up.
hey, If he said 582, which I think he did, 582 is our train. Oh, if it is, man, he flew up from Kennesaw. Here we go, guys. He called 582. This is our locomotive.
taxi's ordered. Right now someone's working up here north of Bowen, this yard job, so the taxi is ordered. We'll take you down there as soon as I get a shot when this yard job's out of the way. Over. Hopefully when you get down there, hopefully they'll be out of the way. We'll see. Over. S1 track. Over. Thanks, sir. A6 dispatch route.
All right. Okay. To all you guys and gals hanging out to the north of us, he's there on the Heritage app, passing us here in Dalton, in the rain, headed to you guys. So, Tony and everybody up in Cowan, looks like you're going to have to make a cup of coffee to stay awake, but at least it won't be 3:45 if everything goes right. How great was that? We didn't think he'd be here that quick. Cody, if he stops in Tuttle Hill, you'll know it. You guys sing out so everybody that's going to Ringgold and the points past can watch for him and know where he is. And Cody or Casey, one of you, when he goes by our camera at the 122.8, y'all make sure you update it so everybody that's looking for him knows where he's at. And did you all see those old Burlington and Northern cars? I thought I was old. They got more rust than I do. So, I got to make a couple minor adjustments as I learn my new setup. And the rain's blowing a little bit, so I got to move back just a tad. So, bear with me a moment. We're going to kind of rearrange the household here a moment. We're not going anywhere, so everybody keep track of where he is. Cody, Matthew, everybody. You guys, it's your turn. Real American Rail fan, are you out with them too? Like I said, y'all take an umbrella, because it's a raining here. All right, train 2, CSX, northbound, so the score is 1-1. 1 south, 1 north, 1 NS track, 1 CSX track. We're on the Atlanta North District, right here, and the W&A sub line right here. So, oh, that was so exciting. When I heard him call that, I think somebody put a note up there too that they heard the number. All right, let me catch up with what y'all typed. And let me, like I said, got a couple housekeeping things I need to change around. We'll listen to the scanner, see what's happening. And we're going to continue to have fun. And that's what we're here for tonight. And as I tell you guys over and over, rail fanning is like buying Cracker Jacks. When you get the box, you get to the track and you open it, you don't know how far down the surprise is. You don't know what the surprise is, but you know you're going to get one. Be it the locomotive, be it the type of train, be it some old car, be it the railroad art. So, let's have some more fun. All right, we're moving out of the rain here. It's blowing kind of around the corner. Oh, I love this new tripod. Oh my goodness. Casey, why did you let me wait so long? Oh, I feel like I just bought a Rolls Royce. Although I'm a little wet driving my Rolls Royce, but whoa, this thing is sweet. Real American, you're not going to get your umbrella and run outside? Oh, come on. You can do this.
Clear back up 4, Chris.
The only thing currently moving, and I love the color emojis, but Cody's going to outdo you. He's got an arsenal unbelievable. All right, for those of you with us first time, you are currently looking south. There's the crossing. There is the Crescent City Pullman car from the old Southern Rail line that we watch all the time or see here at the freight depot. We do play punch bug, or we do keep score, so if you see a punch bug go across that crossing, you sing it out. Hi, Chuck! Somebody was contacting dispatch for CSX. So, CSX T1875 Heritage Locomotive for CSX, honoring the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Railroad, northbound on train M582 on its way by now should be in Tunnel Hill, and then up to, after our visit for all of our friends there, on his way up to Ringgold, and then you guys will see it again in our rail cam. So if you don't have the Rail Moments live rail cam at the 122.8 on, y'all get a second look at him. He'll be coming right at the camera as he comes northbound. So y'all can have a second chance, second look. You can all yell yippee again, and somebody report him when they see him at our rail cam. And I'm going to trust you guys and put you all in charge of that.
Portion 95-8 main track north, CSX 507, go 123 up.
You heard him. Northbound clearing, South Dalton. Train 507, I believe he said. CSX headed our way here in Dalton. Dispatcher said we'd have 2 north, 1 south, so this is 2 of 3. Hey, Jonathan C., how is New York?
Clarify.
We got northbound action. Don't go anywhere, Jonathan. Good luck, Crash. You got this. What location are you at in Ringgold? He talks so soft I could barely make out what he said.
Milepost 36.2.
Well, that's good news. That defect detector is to the north of us, about 4 miles. Let's hope we've got another one coming our way. But in the meantime, we know we've got one on approach. If you hear him call Hare when he clears, Hare is that green sign you see right now in the middle of the screen. So as he calls his junction points going north, when he calls Hare, that will be the point that he goes past. And Casey, we're making us ultra smooth swing to the south with this incredible, and I don't know if you call it caver or caver, C-A-V-E-R, model B-Boy V Victor 30L Lincoln. Woo, is this baby sweet. I'm so excited. I even drove extra fast to get down here to try this. Then I had to set it up twice because of the weather. That conductor and engineer must be pushing this train up here. All automated, Jonathan. He's so soft-spoken, I can...
29F clear signal, north on clear hair, out.
29F clear at Hare, so he should be in front of us any second. Whoa! Looks like this guy beat him to the punch here. Here he comes.
You're clear of bump, right? Is that what you said, a bump? Clear, 15.
All right. Iramoto southbound led by NS locomotive 4533. Let's see who's calling the power on this one. I know our lead is an AC 44C6M.
9F clear, Walnut down.
29F. He's clear of Walnut going south. Train 29F. And there's our CSX startup horn. As we talked, I thought I had a southbound, but we heard the milepost or the mile detect defector go off at the 36. So that NS train got to the switchover first. So our CSX is probably holding right on the other side of that Pullman car. And we're about to have northbound CSX, would be my guess based upon what we listened to earlier. So let's see, but two horns, two horn blasts means train startup.
Got about 5 left.
And there is the double blast horn that's starting. It's a startup that was holding just short of the crossing. It looks like it's a coal train.
Who's going?
And there was our CSX northbound that we heard calling a little bit earlier, but the southbound NS train beat him too. And Jonathan C., you would ask about the switch. So right there in the middle we moved. Let's see. Right there to the right of the white milepost is the switch, and that's the point they call the diamond. That's where the CSX line, the W&A sub, crosses over the NS line, which is NS, the Atlanta North District. And it's at that point right there. That's the diamond that controls that switchover. So sorry for that little earthquake there in the middle, but I moved you down because the pole, the light pole, was just right in the way. So northbound CSX action with a YN2, a yellow nose. Paint scheme 2 is headed to our other rail cam as well. There goes a person making their way across the railroad tracks. One leg over at a time there. So, and in the meantime, in case you haven't been watching our other rail cam, Casey's got a southbound creeping very slowly. So either, and I haven't looked anymore, he's either waiting for the P&LE to get on the siding at Graysville so that the southbound can continue, or they're going to pull that southbound on. Not sure which. Casey can tell you better from what he sees. There goes our person, I don't know, into the woods or wherever. And since it's raining again and coming in from around the corner, I guess for the moment we'll kind of hang out here. Let me readjust us. Probably might be. Oh, we're gonna go back to another spot here for the moment. Sorry for the indecision. All right, hang on. Going for a ride. Like I said, we're just winging this as we go along based upon the weather. Casey, what's the action up your way? Or you guys that are in either Tunnel Hill or Ringgold, fill us in what's happening. Listen to the scanner, seeing what we have next. The old Manly Jail Works. Getting you resituated here just a little bit. All right, I think we're readjusted for the moment. As good as we're gonna get as I figure this out. And this is always such a learning curve as we grow and do new things, and Casey hauls me into the 21st century. All right, there you are. Okay, we are going to do something really fun tomorrow night. So, put it on your calendar, set your alarm clock, write a note on the refrigerator door. Whatever it is you do, Casey has a surprise. And we're going to have a video. Excuse me there, sorry. We are going to have a video premiere. Now, probably all you guys know what it is, but Casey had to teach me for our first one on Sunday. And that means we all get together and chat while the premiere is premiering. How cool is that? That's like being here and there all at the same time with all of you. So, Casey's got this really cool, it's called Top 7 Trackside Live. Now, I'm not going to spoil the surprise, and I don't even know the whole surprise, but I do know just this much. And the 7 is very, very key to the rest of the surprise. And wait, and like I said, Casey only gave me just this much of that much, but it sounds so much fun. So, our next video premiere will be July 24th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, Casey, you type along here because I'm sure there's one or two details that I'll miss in this 21st century thing as I get used to it all. There's even a countdown. I love countdowns because I do mine how many minutes, hours, days to Christmas. So now I could do one on our videos. So, Casey's got Top 7 Trackside Live scheduled for tomorrow, the 24th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. So, Casey, you tell them how to, they probably all know. I'm probably the only one on here that doesn't know how, but get ready for more fun, more excitement. If you haven't looked while we're in between trains here for a moment, and since we don't have the signals, since we got rain issues tonight, we can't see ahead of time. We only have the scanner, and at the moment it's quiet except for the local working at that far end. If you didn't catch everything that happened, we did Friday night, 2 Heritage locomotives, 2 separate trains, back to back on the CNO and TP that crossed over the 10 bridge. One of them went east, one of them went west. We caught all that. Then we took a ride downtown to the end of the yard. So, double Heritage trains, both led by Heritage locomotives on Friday night. One of which was the Lackawanna, and the other one, the Interstate. So, you can see that if you go back to Friday's videos. Saturday morning, we got up, had all kinds of fun, and We have NS34, the geometry unit, the track inspection unit. We have that on our part 1 series of 3 from Saturday. So take a look at that. It's really cool. And it was tied down running right in front of where we filmed it. And then we took a ride up to Whiteside, Tennessee, about 20 miles to the west. And not only did we catch a maintenance train with welded rail, but it was active with staff on board. They were in the back car in their glass office, if you will. And our old 1800 tunnel. Matter of fact, I think a couple of you went up and visited that location on Monday. And then Sunday morning, we went and watched sunrise, but the weather was so poor we barely got any sun, but we did get a train coming across Ten Bridge into Chattanooga, and got to see everybody out fishing on the Tennessee River at the dam. And then from there, we moved to Coffey's Cliff. Had another great morning. 2 more Heritage locomotives that day. They're from the cliff. Let's see what they've got to say. And then we went up to Nickajack Lake. Beautiful setting in the afternoon. And called it a day about 4 p.m. Right, 3:30. We have Horn. We have Horn. Southbound Horn. So, and then I'll tell you about the grand finale on Sunday after this train. But we got more action right now, right here in Dalton at the freight depot, coming right at us southbound. Let's listen to the scanner, see if we can pick up the train number.
NS24, a clear signal, North Dalton. They approach at Hare, NS24.
There you heard him call. He's clearing north. Dalton headed to Hare. Hare, for those who just jumped on, is that green sign right there. Excellence through execution. Pair of BNS FF locomotives for the power on the head end. 6764 and 8155, I think, was the second number. A pair of B3s taking that train southbound. He might be going to the Whitaker yard also down there by Austell. So our train number 6 tonight, rolling right past us, headed down towards Rome and then Austell. And like I said, my first guess is to Whitaker yard there for the intermodal.
That's 284. That's clear signal at Walnut. 284, huh?
Train 284. 284 has clear signal at Walnut to go ahead and continue to proceed southbound on the NS track, Atlanta North District. So, Casey, give us an update. What have you seen on our cam? Did 1875 make it northbound yet? Up to you? Or is that other train still holding up? So, or whoever's trackside in either Ringgold or wherever you guys are, give us an update where 1875 is. And I know we got at least one CSX southbound headed our way. I'll send you a picture. Bye. Okay. Hey, everybody, that was Jesse. We were just checking in. He's going to jump in and say hi to y'all. And I was telling how excited I am about my new tripod, which is unreal. So if you guys love shooting video, work an extra hour or two and get you a fluid head tripod. Oh my goodness. I can't even believe the difference. When Casey told me there was a difference, I had no idea I could go from a smart car to a brand new limo. We have a CAV ERBV30L. So I hope you guys enjoy the quality tonight. We haven't shook, shuddered, or been behind, except for when I moved us all around. So we're waiting for our next one. Like I said, because of the weather, we're having a little trouble telling our signals. As it gets a little bit darker, I'll be able to see the reflection off of the signal hoods. But for the moment, we're going to stare at the jailworks for a moment. In the meantime, I'm going to go get the extra lights, set them up, and let's see if who's found what so far. Hey, there's Jesse, everybody. Y'all tell Jesse hi and catch him up. And Jesse, 4822, headed back your way, I do believe. Check it out. And this new tripod, when I put it all the way up, it's so high up I can't even see it. I'm 6'3", and it goes above my head. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know I have, operating it for you. Geez, just the difference. I hope you guys can see and enjoy the difference. For the moment, I'm going to let you all watch the jailworks. I'm going to walk down here to the side and take a look at the signals for the northbound. You guys are in charge of listening to the scanner for southbounds. Casey, Derry, you guys, you're in charge of our rail cam up north, letting us know. I know we got at least one CSX southbound coming our way. Great American Rail Fan, you're up there with Matthew and Cody. So you guys will hear what's coming through Tunnel Hill. So you guys, you're in charge. Let us all know what's happening. I'm going to go check the signals. Be right back. Oh, they sold the jail works? Oh man, I don't know what it is about that building, but I just love that building in the background. Okay, for the moment, those of you not familiar kind of with where we are, this is the other part of the patio here at the Visitor Center. The bunch of rain that we had lately, the grass has gotten green again. The VRF cameras, for those of you that watch the Dalton cameras or didn't know that there were cameras here in Dalton, are down there by that gift shop sign. And there's tables, chairs. When the Welcome Center is open, you can go in, the displays, things you can buy, whatnot. And I was finishing up with our Sunday night video. Last one of the day, last one of the weekend. 4822, moving the weight of the world with a 3-train meetup. Took place at Smuggler's Crossing in Ottawa by the Ottawa Cemetery. Thank you, Jesse, for all your technical advice as we worked out the three possible scenarios. What would happen with those 3 trains? Some of you were probably with us on Sunday night. As you know, we had one holding, and we ended up with a northbound coming. Then the one that was holding in front of us diverged over, went south, and then they cut 4822 loose, where he then went into the DeBuck's yard down to Main Street, where he got a new crew. And then he went on over and went west out of town down to Stevenson. And then I think from there he went to Huntsville and across to Decatur. So check out all those. Remember, tomorrow night's premiere, 7:30. Love to have all you guys with us. I know some of you, while I'm thinking about this, some of you were planning on chasing the steam locomotive this weekend to Somerville for the Somerville turn. From my understanding from TVRM, that has been turned into a Chickamauga turn and is not steam. No idea why, but I was told there will not be a steam excursion to Somerville this Saturday, just a Chickamauga turn. Also, for those of you that remember the 98 car, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad President's travel car, it is almost done and will be back alive and on the rails again. If you haven't kept up with it, there's information I'm going to tell you. Hang on a second here. tvrail.com. Go to tvrail.com, click on Facebook link, and you'll see all the updates that they've done with the 98 car. And we're putting reservations in for availability for us to go. And Casey and I talked about it, and we're going to film what it's like to ride on the 98. And it is so cool. It's got the big vestibule on the back. We take Casey and his wife and Danny and myself. And again, thank you girls for letting us do all this. And Casey and I running out of the house and being gone at 2 in the morning, and Jesse coming to town, and we're out here at 3 o'clock in the morning, this exact spot, literally, where I'm filming from. Pouring rain, fog, and we caught the dual Heritage locomotives on the front end of that train, the Illinois Terminal and the Wabash that night. Oh my goodness. So, I think that's about all the news I got. What do you guys got? What's going on with P&LE? You guys seen it? Have I missed what happened? Oh, did I ever have a late night? Whew, I was the only one up in Dalton. Our little town of Dalton, where we are, as of March 24th, they say 144,722 people live here. Somebody asked, do you have a favorite restaurant? And there's two of them. One, you're all gonna laugh. One is the Burger King at the first exit when you're coming south. And the reason being is everybody is always so nice in the drive-thru. And I usually stop and get my iced tea there, and if I'm running late, I'm on a Burger King fish binge at the moment. And every time I stop, just everybody has just been incredibly nice. And my second one, which I love, and if you visit, they're two ends of the spectrum. My other favorite restaurant here is Cyra's, CYRA''S. Two places I love to hang out at. And matter of fact, I'm thinking about going to Cyra's for my birthday in August. So that's how much I love it. The shrimp cocktail is to die for. They got a great wine selection. Oh, just all the food is just fantastic. Keep us posted on what's going to go in the Manly Jail Works. I understand kind of the direction y'all are looking right now. They're going to put condos over there. So, and kind of around the corner over here is the Crescent City Tavern. Right around that corner, there's Film Production 6 truck. Like I said, we started at the other end of the Pullman car. Was all set up down there, and Weatherbug said, oh, you're good, rain gone. And about that time, rain here. So, I'm going to let you guys watch the crossing. You guys monitor the scanner. Yeah, BK has a fantastic fish sandwich. It's got BK special sauce with lettuce and pickles. And it's great. Don't ask me why, but I've been on a BK fish binge now for about a month. So, the little bit of fast food that I do, that's what I get. And if my doctor's on here tonight, turn the volume off for a moment. But when I cheat and get fried food there, I offset it with something healthy like vegetables or whatever. So, Doc, I'm sorry, but I gave up my one donut a week so I could have 2 fish sandwiches from BK a week. So, I don't know if it's a fair trade-off, but that is the reality of it. Yeah, I do too. I loved when TJ had the restaurant down there and the train that went in it. And I really hope that the city, I understand the city owns that, I really hope they fix that back up and do something nice with it like this facility is. And if they're going to have more growth in the downtown area and building condos and what have you. And boy, down there, that track next to the restaurant, you better hold your iced tea when the CSX goes by, because he's close enough you can hand him the mail. Or he could take your iced tea. So, for right now, what's the update on the P&LE, you guys? Casey, Cody, Derry, Grandmaker Rail Friend. You all seen it yet? Tank, I hope you're having a good night. All right. You guys fill me in on what P&LE is doing. Listen to the scanner. I'm going to go ahead and set up our extra lights. So we've got a little extra power on the track here since we don't have the extra street light that we normally have down at the crossing. And I'll be back up in a moment. And while I'm down, we'll check on the signals as well. So if anybody's new, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet with Rail Moments, do so. For those of you that are just signing on, if you missed, we're having a video premiere at 7:30 tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. We're in Dalton tonight. We are on Norfolk Southern tracks and CSX tracks, the W&A sub, North Atlanta or Atlanta North District lines where they're side by side, and then CSX crosses over NS or NS crosses over CSX, however you want to look at it. In front of us is the old Pullman car, and if you jump up in the checks a little bit, Casey gave you some background on it, but that's really cool. So, anybody got any questions? Somebody on here knows the answer. And for those of you who live north of us, 4822 snuck by us tonight. Nobody said where he was till it was too late. So Jesse's going to have another chance at him, aren't you, Jesse? All right. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to put the likes up. Y'all bring us up to date. Derry, did you see it in Tunnel Hill? If so, if you guys are in Ringgold, if it went through Tunnel Hill 5 minutes ago, you're going to be seeing it momentarily in Ringgold. And then you guys watch our rail cam and somebody report it on the Heritage app at 1875 when he goes past our rail cam. Y'all can see his headlight tonight. As you know, that camera's in the middle of an incredible bird sanctuary, and birds don't like lights at night, and there are no lights. So you get to hear the train, you get to feel the train, you get to see the front or the back of the train, but it's a little bit difficult in between. Okay, Crash, so he made his way north then already. Okay, I hadn't seen any updates. Thanks for those of you that are looking for him north of Ringgold. right, Jesse, we got our extra likes put up that you tested out in my office. They're set up. We got 3 of them. So there's no glare on the camera. I'm just going to leave you guys facing southbound. Unless you all would like to look at the other end of the deck here. There's the Pullman car that we talked about earlier. And Cody, you have an update on our CSX southbound? I know we've got one more at least that the dispatcher had talked about earlier, and Casey saw on the rail cam. So you guys north of us, fill us in. Anybody that's on? All right. See, that's what you call making it teamwork while rail fanning with friends. Keeping everybody posted so everybody knows where it is. Look at that. Oh, everybody coming across the tracks. People coming and going to the tavern. Must be hungry, must be thirsty. One of each, one of both, all the above. We are going to stay right here and get one more at least. CSX Jacksonville told us that there would be 3. So we're still short 1. Anybody new that's with us tonight hasn't subscribed yet? Now's the time. Yes, Chuck, that's exactly what I would call this, a lively town. 12 cars at the tavern, production truck parked sideways in the... Oh, I hear a horn. I think. I'm old, I could be confused, but let me listen again. We got all red to the north. So, we're going to make the assumption our Tunnel Hill locomotive is making his way here. Just checking out the reflections on the light for when we watch this train, where we do or don't. Oh, and there he is.
North of Mills Dalton, M211 South.
Okay. Well, that was M211 for the train number. He is a southbound CSX. And the lighting is so much different from up here, even with our extra lights up. There's 1, 2, 3. We have so much glare from the overhead depot lights here as opposed to down at the other end down there. So at that point you don't have glare on the camera. Southbound CSX, train number M211. That was our train number 7 for the night, if I'm counting right. And no clue what those locomotive numbers were. Somebody needs to get a car wash brush, a bucket, and some soap, and get to scrubbing. Either that or hire extra help at Walhatchee and take them through the wash tunnel if they have one. Yeah, I know, Casey. You're going to tell me put my glasses on. Maybe I would have seen them, but no clue. Can't agree or disagree on that last number. So, I apologize. The lighting is not nearly as good as our train goes horn blowing into the dark. As you saw in that last video, or that last shot, it is raining here again. It is dark out, overcast sky, and where we are, we're right under the here, which makes it really tough for you guys not to have a glare. So we're gonna hang on for a moment. We know that was our last of the CSX locomotives that they told us to expect. I do know that the local is needing to come out and work. Not sure if he's going to go up to Rocky Face. I have heard him down there calling car links yet to back up or what have you. For those of you just hopping on, we are at the freight depot in Dalton. If it's your first time with us, shout out any questions you have. Don't forget to subscribe while you're at it. And between everybody that's on here, somebody will know the answer. And for those of you that are normally with us, you know I can't see the signal boards, so I'm going to take a peek around the corner. There goes our train 211 going the south end of Dalton. So, we haven't heard the defect detector to the north of us on the NS track since CSX did cross. As you guys know, that means we could have NS waiting on either end to cross over here. So we're going to listen up to what's going on in the meantime.
Waiting on y'all all night. I think Robert gets paid under the table.
Dispatch Ranch, over.
Hey, all right, Robert. That's Founder's Fund.
Stand by. AC Dispatch Tactical call M21122, over. Are you south of the 0WA 96.4 Dalton ramp, over? Alright, thanks. AC Dispatch route. 823, you trying to come out at the 96.4, over?
Yes, sir.
Sure, you can come on out between south end Dalton, north end Tilt, working both directions, over.
I understand Mission Henry main ramp, WA 96.4, it's south off north to both directions.
Okay. Alright, and then, let's see. Alright, I'll talk to you in a bit. Thanks. Hey, Dispatch rep.
Grateful.
That was CSX dispatch in communication with 808, the local.
Back. Yeah, we got permission.
808 is the local that we listen to every time we come down. They're on the other side, down by Walnut Avenue. And they're working on and off the main, as you heard CSS dispatch give them clearance. Once they verified with our 211 southbound that they were clear at that point for them to come out. So they're building and moving cars for customers down there. Maybe later, they haven't said anything about going to Rocky Face tonight because there's customers up there. Rocky Face is just before you get to Cody's and Matthews, up that way, where they take cars up. I did check our boards. Right now, northbound, everything is red. So, we're going to start a 15-minute countdown. We're going to do questions. If you guys haven't looked at our Sunday night release on the steam engine, it starts out with a really, really cool beginning. Tell Casey what you think. I love it. It is just fantastic. Saturday morning, hope to have a surprise for you, but it's just going to depend on the weather. We're going to do something different Saturday morning that we haven't done yet, but again, weather pending. And we've still got a couple locomotives that we're watching. I really kind of thought one of them would be down tonight, but our New Jersey Heritage Locomotive. And correct me, Jesse, if I'm wrong, I think it's 1071. Let's see if there's any updates. (1071) Central Railroad of New Jersey. No one has reported him since Science Hill, Kentucky, which was 6 hours ago. X train 123. And that train will be headed into the debug yard where it will terminate service there. They'll tear that down by the soccer fields for UTC. My original plan was I thought we would see that tonight and go there, put the tent up just in case of rain. But Jesse gave me a call and said, hey, you know he just passed Kennesaw. If you're going to go catch P&LE. And it's like, well, that just made my decision. And boy, am I glad we did. Because that was fun. So let's see who's got questions. Anybody got anything for Casey while he's still on, still up? Everybody back home after chasing the train, going north? While we're underneath our dark, gloomy, rainy night in Dalton. Gonna take a look at everybody's messages here. Casey, you got anything you want to add? I got a couple rail fan calls that I'm going to return real quick, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We're still hanging on, see if we catch up with one or two more before we wrap this up. Great start to tonight. Hey everybody, I'm back. Okay, I think I'm caught up with everybody on the phone. Let's see. Oh, I said, Casey, if you have anything you want to add, now's the time. Like I said, I kind of think we're going to start wrapping up, finishing up, all in the same sentence, based upon CSX dispatch. Next hit on the CSX for a little while. He said there'd be R3, 2 and 1. Everything's showing red, going north. And since we have the defect detector to the north, haven't heard it go off, so all is quiet in Dalton tonight. And did you guys hear, and I just was finding this out, apparently one of the geysers exploded or blew up or erupted, whatever a geyser does, in Yellowstone today. I just heard about it. Not sure all the details and what have you, but Axon and everything. I'm not sure what else he had to say, but I'm going to go ahead and start packing up. Like I said, anybody got any questions, anything newsy, anything y'all seen in the last couple of days since we all talked on Sunday night? Jonathan, if you're still on, anything exciting going on up in New York? Washington State, are you on with us tonight? But seriously, I love doing this with you guys. It is so much fun, and then you have the excitement of the chase and the catch. And Jesse sometimes rides with me, hangs out the side of the car and listens for the whistle. And said, Mike, we're almost in front of it. We're almost in front of it. Go, go. So, and I called Casey. Casey, grab your stuff. Run to the track. Go, go. So, and I know y'all did that tonight too. So, we're here in Dalton. Listen for something to happen before we say goodnight to all. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start packing up. I'm going to leave you all watching the crossing. If the lights stay red, I think our excitement here for tonight is done. And Casey, what do you have to add? before we conclude tonight, as we always do, take a spin of the area. So since we have a different view tonight from a different vantage point where we are, and at the moment the rain has stopped, we'll give you a 360 of where we're hanging out so y'all can kind of relate a little bit better with tonight's location. Normally, as y'all know, we're down there by the crossing where we pick up an extra light from overhead so we get a little better picture down there. But I hope y'all enjoyed the new smooth pans tonight that I got to do with you guys. What a difference. Thanks, Casey, for again continuing to get me into the 21st century, all this modern technology, and I'm no longer going like this, holding it. You're not sitting there at the computer trying to fix it when it's going like this. And then I know there's been many times you wanted to tell me, stop it, Mike, but you watch out for me. Thank you. Jesse, good luck catching 4822 up there tomorrow. It's in your hands since we missed it tonight, darn it. We could have zipped up, caught that in Ottawa, zipped down here, caught P&LE. We'd have had a fantastic doubleheader catch tonight. But hey, what we got was a lot of fun, wasn't it, you guys? The question was, what's going on with 1071? 1071 is coming south down the CNO and TP, going across the 10 bridge. When he gets to Citico Junction, he will then go into the DeBuck's yard where that train will terminate, and they'll go ahead and break his train down. And down there where we film will be a fantastic place to watch him work in the rail yard. So 1071 is coming our way, being to Chattanooga from way up north. I forget where it was, but that's what's going on with 1071.
So, is Woods line against him? Yeah, platform.
Yeah, Noah, if you've jumped on, if there's anything exciting up in the yard tonight, before we wind down, give everybody a heads up. Like I said, I know 1071 is headed to you. And after that, that's all the news I know, but you can fill us in before we wind down while I continue to pack. And like I said, we'll do our 360. And like I said, it looks like our action's done for a while here. everybody. I promised y'all one last look where we are tonight. I'm gonna leave the scanner on just in case something happens to announce. I just double checked our northbound signals. All northbound lights are currently red. At this point, as we started out earlier, this is facing north, and this is the entire deck that you guys can come have fun on. There on those railroad ties is what is called Sherman's neckties. And those are old rails from back when, and what they would do is tear up a section of rail and bend it like a pretzel, and so it couldn't be used to disrupt traffic. If you're any good at disc golf, you can come practice in between trains. There's 2 throwing pads here. As we talk every time when we come down here, no way I'm playing, because it's either going to be on the track or on the roof of the depot. There's the switch and the crossover. Signal post for CSX northbound. And we're going to move out here on the other end of the patio. Bear with. Take another 360 here. And there's our Pullman car, the Crescent City, from the old Southern railway system, which built the Bucks Yard. Our crossing down there on the other side where we normally hang out together. And CSX, Atlanta North District, Norfolk Southern, Atlanta North District, and CSX W&A sub, where the General came up. And there in front of us, all the way up, and you can see the red glow for the northbounds. Next, the NS Tower. And panning you out, here we are. Dalton, as you can see above the freight depot. Get a good idea just how long that patio is, and we've been under that cover as it's been on and off rain tonight. There in the parking lot, production unit number 6, the Ford F-150. For those of you who've ridden with me, you know we go up and over the curves wherever we need to go to get there. Sometimes it's not intentional. And there's the Crescent City Tavern. Good food. There's my ride home. Downtown Dalton is 1 block over. Expands that whole long section. And take a look at how pretty those flowers are and how nice and clean this area is to come. Rail fan. So we're going to wrap it up. A special thank you, just in case. A special thank you to all of you guys being with us tonight. Like I said, it's fun. Casey and I have fun hanging out with you guys, whether you're in person and come down and visit, or sharing messages, or for those of you that stay on our rail cam during the day and we chat there when Casey has time, or I do. Thank you. Everybody be safe. Be careful. Thank you, everyone, for our first responders. Thank you to our military men and women that watch out for us and sacrifice. And thanks for all you guys. And thanks for a good time tonight in the camaraderie. So from Casey and I, until Thursday night, Trackside Thursday, we'll be back together again. However, if something exciting happens and it's in the latter part of Wednesday day or early evening, we will jump after it and go. So make sure you keep Casey and I updated on something that you might know. And everybody be safe. And good night. From Casey and I here at Rail Moments.